Hey guys, so I'm sitting in our car. We are on a trip with my boyfriend's company, and he's working with a lot of great persons. And every summer they have summer activity, summer party, something for all the people working there. And today we are out in the forest actually, and here there are some different roots in the trees. You can climb on different trails, you can say, where you have this climber equipment where you attach yourself to wires and you balance and there are different kind of bridges, and these places where you slide on this wire, and what you call it, and there are different steps of for beginners and more advanced, and we got instructions and we went through this rehearsal route, and then there were the easiest one, and I could feel I was a bit excited. So I started the route and I did half of it, and then I decided not to finish. I came to a point where I didn't know if I think it was something about not being able to figure out what comes next, the stepping into this, you don't know if you can go through with it. So I decided to stop there. There were different points on the route where there was a ladder, so you can, break off the route there. So I did that, and I was just, because it's really raining. It's very wet, and the wires are very wet, and I was all soaked, even though I had rain jacket on, and then I was just curious to feel, so how am I reacting to this kind of failure, right? You could choose to see it as a failure that I didn't go through the first easiest part, right? Because then there are the 4 different levels, and the other persons in this team, they were already ahead of me. But I was thinking well, I don't feel like this challenge, and do I have to take this challenge? Who am I doing this for? And I was just in my life I like to do what I feel like doing, not because, if I have a choice, then I would go with what feels best in that moment. And so now I decided I'd rather be sitting here, or I joined the others and we had some lunch, and then I actually decided I would rather go around enjoying the forest, looking at the trees and the flowers in the rain, rather than climbing on some wires and not seeing nature, because it's 2 different ways of living life, right? And what does make you happy? Is it the challenges of something difficult, or is it enjoying the beautiful, And for some people, I can really feel they thrive of this. They have that sports athlete. I want to do this. This is cool. This is wow. And it was more like, my feeling was more like, okay, so, okay, so like nothing, like a feeling of, I would rather do 100 things else, I would rather study a flower. But I can feel that I'm still arguing with myself. I'm still trying myself out in my head. Is this why I did it, or is it because, so why did I stop, Is it because I'm scared, or is it really because I don't want to do things that I don't feel inspired to do? And when the first person asked me, so did you do it? Or I said, no, I didn't. did not. She was just like, oh, you didn't, or you couldn't do it, you know, like that. Then I said, yes, I could do it, but I chose not to. So I actually had to excuse myself there, but now I'm more like, it's okay, you know. I'm still loving myself, even though I'm not going through with this. And I think I actually feel kind of strong to do, like, I don't have to sit around the table and say, oh man, I just didn't do it, and I gave up, and it's not like this drama thing for me. It's more like, well, I didn't feel like it, and that's okay, you know. I'm more into this, you know. I would prefer to dance. You know, if I should choose an activity, I would prefer dancing for the fun of it. But I'm very excited to be here because I can see that my boyfriend has a good time, and I see how he's excited about challenging himself, and he really gets a lot out of it. So now I want to go to cheer him up. So I would like to be his support. You know, he's like, whoa, he wants to, you know, and he's afraid of heights, so he really wants to prove something for himself, right? So that I think I will do that. So this was just an example of, you know, when you feel happy and when you love yourself no matter what, then I feel like I go to challenges with another mindset, because what is the meaning behind this? What's the meaning of life? You know, it's about loving yourself and respecting yourself no matter what happens. So yeah, that was it. That was it for me today, about, you know, allowing yourself to take the choices that you feel like, you know, even though the rest of the crowd are doing something else, you know. And it's okay for you to do like you want to do. And you still love yourself, and you still respect your choices. That was all for me today. Now I will go out to the forest and support my boyfriend. Bye bye.